Yo, okay, this is what CA needs to do. They need to get dedicated servers, and they need to bridge the gap between hardcore multiplayer and campaign. And I think the obvious answer there is multiplayer campaigns, right? So what you do is they get the dedicated servers, they sponsor people to do huge, like, big old multiplayer streams where they're all, like, you know, playing the same campaign. It's running smoothly. It's balanced, too. That's the problem. See, there's no way Creative Assembly balances the game for multiplayer campaigns, right? That's just an impossibility, right? Like, they have a hard time enough trying to balance just raw multiplayer. But, like, if they could have that work out somehow, I think that'd be sort of the stepping stone to really dig into things. Because, like, if you just look at how, like, StarCraft does it, right? Most people in StarCraft play multiplayer. And by multiplayer, I mean, like, 2v2 games, you know? A lot of people in StarCraft, they play, like, 2v2s or co-op or what have you. They're not really there for, like, the hardcore, like, you know, 1v1 madness. Or they play, like, the co-op mode in StarCraft. I think Creative Assembly needs something similar. I think they need a better developed co-op mode that won't lag, that actually works well. Like, if you look at, like, a co-op campaign right now, it's like, what's the objective? Like, capture 100 settlements or something? It's like, it's not developed in the slightest. But the problem, nobody really watches this. As much as I think everybody really likes the idea of co-op and multiplayer, and like they like the idea of it doing well, the market sort of shows that people aren't really that interested. Now, obviously views is not the pure metric when it comes to market analysis. This is clear, right? It's not like, yes, the only reason CA should do anything is because of views, but it's pretty telling. I see like a 30% drop in viewership if I do like anything co-op, and on top of that, I also get very little audience interaction. So like, there's like a lot of people that are probably, you know, diehard fans. They're like, you know, they love the idea of multiplayer stuff, but it's a hard sell. It's a hard sell, right? If I go to CA and I'm like, you should really work on multiplayer stuff, and then they're like, why? And my response is just, well, you know, I would make less money. You would probably make less money. Fewer people would watch the game, which means fewer people will buy the game. And then overall interest will probably drop too, because you're not spending that much time on campaign. And then, like, their response is supposed to be, yep, that's a brilliant idea, my dude. Brilliant idea. Let's dump like a few thousands on some dedicated servers, get some programmers to work on this, hire a balance team, you know, a couple $100,000, and then it'll be great. Like, yeah, there's just no way. There's no way that works. So unfortunately, I don't think it's happening. Unfortunately, I don't think it's happening. As much as I would love to see it. Yeah, the biggest one you saw was a 6-player co-op. Yeah, and then it can become really boring too, right? Because it's only one person's perspective. The game, obviously, the game is designed as a single-player game. I think that much is clear, and that's where most of their effort goes into. And like, when they release DLCs, they do so like really good. But the crazy thing is, if CA releases good single-player content, it actually does well for multiplayer too. When CA put out, like, if they get a really good campaign out, I'll see more people just like being like, hey, I'm new, I want to get into multiplayer, just because they're just bringing more people into the community. So almost the paradox, the best thing CA could do for multiplayer is just focus purely on single player. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's my theory. And then of course, you know, whatever they can spare for multiplayer, I would love.